Hey folks, how you doing? How have you been? Laducium here. Gonna play some more Hearthstone. Let's play as... Who should we play as? Well, let's play as the warrior. Sure. Why not? We'll see how we do. I don't have any particular class challenges, so we'll see if we can win a couple of games. I do have the challenge of winning 3 games, and I have the other challenge of casting spells, and we're kind of halfway through there. I think I needed to cast 40 spells. I'm at about 20, give or take 20. So now we're playing against a warlock. I hate warlocks, but we'll see how we do. Victory or death. I'm gonna get rid of the Cochrane Elite. We'll keep the weapon. I'll keep the Nerubian Egg in the hopes that I can do something good with it. Execute probably won't help me unless this is a handlock. We'll say hello. Cruel Taskmaster could be useful. Or it could help with the Nerubian Egg, actually. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. And this will tell me what kind of warlock we're playing against. Get rid of all the windows there. Get rid of all this stuff. It's not that warlocks are like unbeatable or anything. It's just that they're so niche that you have to have the deck built in anticipation of playing them. At least I find. I mean, otherwise it's harder. Still, definitely winnable. And I think overall they're well balanced in the great scheme of things. It's just that they're annoying to play against. Is my personal take on the situation. Anyways, what's really annoying is the fact that crits won't make a move. Crits, what are you doing, man? Come on, any day now, you're gonna run out of time. Then where will you be? Alright. Don't be one of those that... Yeah, just does something at the very end there. We're gonna play the Fiery War Axe to make sure that that thing doesn't grow out of control. And hope he doesn't have a... thing. What thing am I talking about? And acidic swamp ooze. But yeah, I didn't want the Undertaker. Undertaker could grow out of control quickly depending on if the deck is based around it, so just wanted to make sure. And now we're back to this. Crits. It's not cool, man. Not cool at all. Yep. So, as Crits sits there pondering and wondering what to do next, let's talk about the plays that we can make. So we can play Nerubian Egg next. Then we can play a Cruel Taskmaster on turn 4, which will deal 1 damage to a minion and give it +2, so this will turn into a 2-1. I could then Whirlwind if I needed to kill everything. I have Execute after I Whirlwind to kill off anything big. And somewhere in there I could play my shield. He's got his own Nerubian Egg. It's not wonderful, but I can work with that. So, boom. And we'll save our weapon. There's no point in using the weapon, especially on something like the Nerubian Egg there. Yep. I wonder what the hell is taking this guy so long, though. Like, seriously, when people do this, I always think... Now, this is my own personal paranoia coming to light, but I always think that they do this on purpose because they're just trying to get the other person frustrated. It's a mental game. Although I realize that it's not necessarily that, and it could be that he actually just has other priorities, or she. I don't know if Crits is a guy or a girl, but they could have other priorities and be thinking of other things. But I'm always thinking, in the back of my mind, I'm like, are they just wasting time to mess with me? Make me not want to play, dishearten the opponent, and make them want to quit? Maybe. Hearthstone, it's like 50% cards, 5% It's actually more like 5% the cards you have, 45% random luck, and another 50% just psychological warfare. That seems about right. Alright, come on. Seriously. I'm going to run out of things to talk about here. Not that I'm talking about much. Going off on random tangents. Gurbashi Berserker. Gurbashi Berserker is going to be nice. I look forward to dropping the Berserker, and that'll synergize well with the other stuff I have. Another Execute, it's fine. Or I could play the Cochrane Elite, because that could let me do more damage in the short time, or in the meantime. There we go. Prevents him from drawing cards. I hope this isn't a hand lock. It looks like it could be, but that's why I have Whirlwind and 2 Executes. So if he does drop something like Giants and followed by whatever, the Shield, Argent Defender, Whirlwind, 2 Executes, and that still lets me run more crap into his cards. And yeah, keep this little war machine that I've got going. Because it really does seem like this is a hand lock, doesn't it? He's stacking up cards. Definitely not a zoo deck. So the Executes will be really useful. And yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't or isn't able to regain his health somehow.
So many possibilities.
We'll see. Warlocks, I don't know. Anything can happen. Can't count them out yet. Okay, it's another card. I hope one of these days he just runs out of time. Sludge Belcher. Alright. Alright. This could work. I'm going to save the Death Spite. So we'll do this, and then this. We have 4-4. We're going to put the Gurbashi Berserker out there. I'm going to clear that out with that. We'll save the Death Spite for the next turn. So that cleared out a taunt. Not the taunt that I necessarily wanted to clear out, but still. Alright. I'm gonna start spamming things on here.
Greetings. Well played. My thanks.
Does it slow down? Yeah, it seems like it takes longer every single time. Or did he squelch me? No, it just takes longer every single time. Interesting.
So many possibilities.
Alrighty. Anyway, we have a 4-4, a 4-2, and a 2-7. I'm not going to Whirlwind just yet. What I'm going to do is see what kind of card I get next turn, but then I have Death Spite there. It's the second Nerubian Egg, and Void Terror. There you go. Destroys both of them. Makes for a more powerful Void Terror as well. And I'm going to ignore pretty much all of those. Do I want to ignore those? Let's think about this. I could Whirlwind. That kills that. Triggers that. Death Spite. 4-4, 5. 4, 4, and 5 is... Why can't I do simple math? 8, 13 plus 4. I can get really close to killing him. Can I? 9, 13, 4, and 13 is 17. Yeah, I mean, I have lethal. Okay. Let's make sure I don't screw this up. Yeah, good. We're good. I didn't screw it up. Math is correct. Math never lies, but sometimes it just does steer me wrong. Alright, there we go. We've got our victory. I'm starting to slowly wake up. I know it's 7 o'clock at night. I should be a little bit more awake, but I'm not. Long day at work basically means brain dead by the time I get home. Functionally comatose. So now we are playing a worthy opponent instead of a wayfish warrior. We're playing against the hunter, Fuzz Daddy. It's an odd thing to be. Anyways, get rid of those two. Keep the Cruel Taskmaster. Keep the Execute. Get Raging Worgen and Arathi Weaponsmith. Raging Worgen and Cruel Taskmaster is a good combination. Flare. I'm not going to have any secrets, so might as well. He just gets a card. Armorsmith is nice, but not something I'm willing to use the coin for just yet. Plays a Leper Gnome. I could use Cruel Taskmaster to kill the Leper Gnome. I might play the Armorsmith for now, though, because why not? It'll get me armor. Another flare, another card, and he's probably going to hit me for 2 damage, and hit me with the gnome. So here's my thought process. 1, we kill the gnome, take more damage. Kinda stinks. What can he do? Then I play the Raging Worgen. So if all works out for me, he's gonna kill my freaking Worgen. Never mind then. At least he gets me more armor. Alright, so now we'll play, this will just die to his weapon, but then again his weapon's gonna die eventually anyways, unless he's got a secret. So, we'll see. And then we'll do that. I'm not gonna use the weapon right now, just because I can use it to kill off whatever creatures he gets. At 5 mana I can play Acolyte of Pain followed by Cruel Taskmaster. So he can kill off the Arathi Weaponsmith there, or he can do that. Still gives me armor. And he wasted that, so that's kind of okay. Let's do this. This, followed by that. I get a card, another Cruel Taskmaster. I'm just going to hit him because I'm going to want to use Death Spite, and I want to get this weapon useful, or used, or whatever, get the maximum amount of use out of this. So I hope he doesn't have Explosive Trap, but even if he does, it's okay. He's got Lelock and Unleash the Hounds, which automatically makes the Hounds a little bit better, and also gets me another card, which is nice. It's nice of him to do. Cochrane Elite kills that quite well. And then, what do I have? Shield block, maybe? I should be attacking him directly, but I kind of want to clear this stuff off. Or I could Battle Rage for 2 cards, which, you know, frankly seems like a decent enough thing to do, because I'm unlikely to get more than 2 cards out of Battle Rage at any given time, so he's got 18, I've drawn 16. I'm going to get more with Shield block. So that's good. What are you doing there? Alright. Good. See how you like that crap. Death Lord is going to be good against the Tiger, I think. Because if I do Death Lord,
Death does not scare me.
maybe Shield block now? I don't know. Or I kind of want to save the Argent Defender for something slightly better. Or Defender of Argus. There we go. I can figure this out. It's okay. I can work with that. In fact, that's perfectly alright. Because Cruel Taskmaster Execute gets rid of it. Okay, now I'm more inclined to kill that off. So we'll do Cruel Taskmaster. We'll do Unstable Ghoul. We'll play our Defender of Argus. We'll also coin, and we'll execute that. So there we go. That wasted a lot of my cards. That was 4 cards, but we got rid of a lot of stuff. I have more taunts, more weapons, more other cards coming up, so it's pretty good. I need to start doing damage to him, because at this rate, I'm just going to get chipped away. Ah, explosive shot! Somebody needs to stop with that. That BS. At least that's the last one that he should have. Alright, well, I don't want to take more damage, so we're going to put that out there. I'm going to put that out there, and I'm going to hit him. That allows me to do something like Lothab Gorobashi Berserker and hit him some more. So actually the right play would be Gorobashi Berserker, using my weapon, let it trigger, then put Lothab out there so Lothab doesn't take the damage. Or maybe Spectral Knight instead of Lothab. Lothab's so good though. Will prevent him from casting spells. That's annoying. Frothing Berserker. Instead of Lothab? Maybe. Yeah, I mean this would grow out of control, but I'm dead if I don't. If I do this, 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 this. Unfortunately, I think I'm still dead. Even though my Frothing Berserker is insane. 11 damage, he's got 2, he's got 4, 8, 10, 12. I'm dead. Well played. Might as well concede. Yeah, he just has too much damage out on the board. That was actually a well-played game. It was close. And the Meek shall inherit. So that's the other thing I have, is to play a bunch of small minions. Up to 30 or 30 small minions will get me the quest. And I'm at 25. We can do the rest. 5 more. Let's just get ourselves a worthy opponent. Priest, Rojaz. The Priest, Joe Jazz, Joe Raz, Joe Rez, Juarez. I'm going to keep the Fiery War Axe, get rid of the other stuff. Oh, good. Another weapon. Stable Ghoul. Okay. Alright, so we'll start with the unstable ghoul. Maybe I can convince my opponent to actually use a Shadow Word Pain on it, because I want to follow up with the Frothing Berserker. He's coining into 3 mana, and he's going to play Thoughtsteal. Okay. Fair enough. Acolyte of Pain is actually the preferable choice here, because if he kills the ghoul, I might get some cards, and if he doesn't, well, it's not a huge difference or whatever. If he just kills the Acolyte of Pain straight up, I'll still get a card. Actually, I don't know if Shadow Word Pain triggers Acolyte of Pain. It should. They both have pain in there. But I actually don't think it does. Let's find out. Huh. Doesn't trigger it. Well, what do you know? That's annoying, but at least he used it on that and not on... We're gonna kill this straight up, by the way. Not on the Frothing Berserker, which I'm eventually going to play. Just didn't want him getting cards. Alright, got my shield block, that son of a bitch. It's fine. It's fine, it happens. This is good. We'll play this. We'll play this. And we'll hit him. Should I use my weapon? Nah. I could have. That way I could play Death Spite, but I think I'm okay. So I don't have a lot of cards. Wild Pyromancer could be bad. Could be good. To take the bad, you take the good, and then you have the Facts of Life. The Facts of Life. Ah, you son of a bitch. Cleared the board. Well played. Well played. Another Shadow Word Pain, I'm sure. He's outdrawn me quite a bit.
Let me change.
Our Cabal Shadow Priest.
Thank you.
That's a pain in the butt. I don't want to play this. I can hit this thing and then execute it and then do Cruel Taskmaster. I'm not making a lot of progress against this priest. Basically got a solution for kind of everything. He's got everything here that I have. Power Shield, just slightly annoying. Whirlwind and Execute. It's not going to be good enough, but I have no good way of killing that unless I do something like Execute. I don't know if I want to play Death Spite yet, just in case he's got a Acidic Swampooze. Yeah, he's outdrawn me by 4. Any 1 second. And the good news is he doesn't have a lot of creatures. The bad news is neither do I. Yeah, what can I do? Let's throw this out there. Boom. Buff that up. So even if he kills it, I can kill it. Plus it keeps him from playing something like Inner Strength or Divine Spirit, whichever one of those makes its attack equal to its health. Needless to say, I think I'm in trouble. Although I will probably complete the daily quest. Can I soul priest? Okay. Now, let's see what shield block gives me. Arathi weaponsmith, that's something. If I attack this triggers, that dies. We play the Arathi weaponsmith, and I shield block. There you go. I have one card. It's a whirlwind. It's now in your hand. At this rate, I might get him to just run out of cards, but I don't know if that is exactly what will happen. Let's go ahead and kill that, so he doesn't get the benefit at least. And at least this, you can't target. I like that. You can't mind control it, you can't kill it anyway, directly, and that's nice. So I might actually be able to do some damage with it. Okay, heals himself. Does he just not have anything in his deck? Interesting. I'm just gonna start hitting him. That's what I'm gonna do. Guess I'll keep the weapon. I could have broken out Death's Bite again, but I don't see a point. Doesn't have any creatures or anything. He probably has a lot of control cards, it seems like. Just healing himself. Is he gonna run out of cards? He's got 9 cards in his hand. Okay. And play the Nerubian Egg there. I could ultimately Whirlwind, then Death's Bite to trigger the egg eventually. Is he going to try to take control of my egg? That only kind of helps me. Huh, interesting. Things have suddenly taken an interesting turn. Okay. He's got Silence and Holy Nova. Yep, so yeah, you couldn't silence this. There wasn't much you could do with that against this card. Meanwhile, I'm slowly gaining health. It's down to 9 cards. Yeah, this is a slow game. But it's just, I find it interesting that he's got like 9 cards in his hand, 8 cards in his hand, and he can't do much. Another Silence, I'm guessing. Shadow Madness, okay. Does that give him armor? There he goes, okay, he finally got rid of that. Do I have a second one of those? I hope so. I'm gonna wait on the Defender of Argus. I am gonna hit him directly. So now I'm up to 12 life. 8 versus my 10. He used 2 Holy Novas. Ooh, interesting. If I do this and this, you can't kill it directly. But he can mind control it. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. Probably should have held off and not done anything. So how am I going to get past this? for 10 damage. It's kind of annoying. It's actually kind of good, because he's going to run out of cards very soon. I wonder if he got the weapon or whirlwind again.
The damned stand ready.
If I can get my execute. Nope. Alright. I'm going to hold off on that. I actually want him to run out of cards, and hopefully I can just, I don't know, outlast him somehow. If he heals again. Yeah, my problem was playing creatures. But this is very interesting. Alright, so if I attack this... This isn't going to work for me. Well, he doesn't have lethal quite yet. If he's got 8, I've got 9 life. But if he has any more direct damage, he will have lethal. Yeah, there he goes. He's got the direct damage he needs. That's annoying. Well, that was an interesting, very interesting game. Came down to one card in his deck. That Malagos, man. If I had my execute, I know I had the other execute in there. I'm pretty sure I did. If I could have gotten that execute, that would have been very different indeed. Oh well. So with that, I'm going to put a break in this video. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show your support. Leave a like. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, my name's Aducium. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And I'll see you folks next time. Later.